Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show, and this is a special Cricket Happening Show that I'm doing for all my dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. It's a real cricket special here because what I'm going to do is, right now we have the person, the man of the IPL 2013 on strike. The first over has gone by, 8 runs on the board for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. You could have guessed by now who it is. It is Chris Gayle, the fastest century maker in 2020 cricket history. He's at the crease, so that's the precise reason I come up with this cricket special now. So what I'm going to do, first let me tell you what I'm going to do. Right now, Royal Challengers Bangalore won the toss, electing to bat against Pune Warriors, who was the same team. It was the same team for which Chris Gayle actually murdered the bowling and went to those breaking all those records. So he is currently at the crease. He has already hit a boundary. I'll tell you the score right now. In fact, he has a new opener today. So Royal Challengers Bangalore are experimenting something here against Pune Warriors. They have got Saurabh Tiwari, the left-hander, as an opener, and I'm very happy with this particular move because Saurabh Tiwari also likes to really hit the ball, and I think they want to take probably it's a very good move on the part of Virat Kohli, because what he has done is he wants to put the psychological pressure on the Pune Warriors because they already got a bashing from Chris Gayle the other day. So he probably wants to really keep up the pressure on them, and that's what Virat Kohli is doing. And right now, Royal Challengers Bangalore 8 for no loss after the first over. Saurabh Tiwari is not out on 3. Chris Gayle is not out on 4. He only hit one boundary. He cut the bowling of Bhuvneshwar Kumar for a boundary to the fence. And so right now it's 8 for no loss. So this particular cricket special will go on as far as Chris Gayle is there. So you'll be getting some cricket commentary, and I will always be talking about cricket too. So first, as and when Chris Gayle is taking strike, I'll be talking about the match. I'll be giving commentary, and as far as Chris Gayle is not on strike, I will go and cover the what's happening in cricket in the cricket world today. Well, so in the Indian Premier League, we have one match which has just finished. That is between Chennai Super Kings and Kings 11 Punjab. Chennai Super Kings have gone to the record win here. They are the ones who are looking absolutely the strongest in this particular Indian Premier League 2013. So they have kept their position up. They are number 1 in the Indian Premier League 2013 as far as standings are concerned. And Chennai Super Kings have gone on to a victory by 15 runs. But let me tell you, that was a very close match, because if you see the margin is only 15 runs. And well, the Kings 11 Punjab absolutely played superbly, I thought. Especially it was the partnership between Marsh and Sean Marsh, who made 73 of 51 balls with 8 fours and 2 sixes. And then David Miller, he was there in the end, but he couldn't take them to victory because he didn't get much of a strike. He was not out on 51 of 26 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. Dwayne Bravo bowling a superb last over. The 19 runs were required of the last over for the Kings 11 Punjab, but well, they couldn't really make that. The reason being, Dwayne Bravo bowled a superb over, change of pace. In fact, he picked up 3 wickets in that particular over, which was very, very important. Well, in the meanwhile, I'm seeing Chris Gayle is on strike, so I'll keep some commentary going. We have the spinner bowling to Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle just placed it down to mid-off and wouldn't get any runs. So Saurabh Tiwari is on 4. Gayle is batting right now on 4. So both the batsmen on 4 here. And well, just keeping the conversation going as far as Chennai Super Kings are concerned. Chennai Super Kings batted first, and they put 186 for 4. And in that, Suresh Raina, who has not been, he has been making the runs, but he has not been amongst a lot of runs in his IPL, finally got into his groove. And what a way to get into his groove. He went on to make his first century in Indian Premier League as he smashed unbeaten 100 runs of just 53 deliveries, 7 fours and 6 sixes, and that is the lion's share out of 186. The share of Suresh Raina was 100 runs. So you could just imagine. So other than that, as far as I am just trying to see like what's happening. 2 overs have gone by, 9 runs on the board for the Royal Challengers Bangalore after winning the toss. Chris Gayle is not out on 4. Saurabh Tiwari is not out on 4. 1 extra, 9 for no loss. And well, I'm just going to see who is going to take strike. Well, I'm just trying to see as Yuvraj Singh has just retrieved the ball, and the score has moved by 2 runs. So I think it's Saurabh Tiwari who was on strike. and two runs have been taken. So Royal Challengers Bangalore 11 for no loss, and we are just waiting here to see like what's going to happen. So still waiting here as it's the bowler is the spinner who is bowling right now is Ajanta Mendes. Now Ajanta Mendes, as you know, the Champions Trophy squad has been announced for Sri Lanka, and Ajanta Mendes has not been selected. So Ajanta Mendes is the bowler, and the person who is going to face here, it is going to be Saurabh Tiwari. So I'll keep some conversation going once again. Chennai Super Kings has said they made 186 of their 20 overs. It was mainly consisting of Suresh Raina's knock, unbeaten 100, his first century in the Indian Premier League 2013, of just 53 deliveries with 7 fours and 6 sixes. There was lots of aggression in that, and as far as the other contributors were concerned, the other primary contributors were Michael Hussey, the opener, who made 35 of 29 balls with 3 fours. Wriddhiman Saha of 18 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. Dhoni was run out on 2, and Albi Markel contributing 23 of 16 balls, 2 fours and 1 6, and 186 for 4 on the board for the Chennai Super Kings, which was considered a very good score. So in the meanwhile, let me see whether Chris Gayle is coming on strike. As soon as Chris Gayle comes on strike, the commentary will start here. Yes, I think Chris Gayle is going to take strike, so I'll keep the commentary going here. Yeah, in fact, Gayle has gone off strike right now. So Gayle has actually taken a single, and he has left Tiwari. Well, but Tiwari takes a single here as he pushes into. This is Gayle. This ball has been hit with some force here, but it goes down to the deep, and Gayle will get only a single. So Gayle pretty sedate right now, not really getting onto his pyrotechnics. So the score for Royal Challengers Bangalore, we are in the third over. It's 14 for no loss. Gayle is not out on 5 of 5 balls with 1 4. Saurabh Tiwari is not out on 7 of 11 balls. So as Saurabh Tiwari gets into strike, keep the conversation going once more. Well, looking at the bowling figures of the Kings 11 Punjab, Praveen Kumar bowled 4 overs, no made and none for 38. Hussey bowled 4 overs, none for 31. It was Praveen Avana, 2 for 29 for him. Puresh Chawla, 4 overs, no made and 1 for 32. And as you know, Suresh Raina really loves the spinners. He really launched himself against the spinners, Puresh Chawla. Goni, 2 overs, 29, was really taken apart by Suresh Raina. Satish bowled 2 overs, which went for 26 runs. In the meanwhile, I'm just trying to see who is on strike. In fact, the third over has been completed here. The Pune Warriors have completed the third over. Royal Challengers Bangalore, nothing much of note happening right now. 15 for no loss. Chris Gayle has been pretty quiet. 6 of 6 balls. Yes, Chris Gayle will be taking strike in the fourth over, and I'll be keeping the commentary going. Well, dear friends and subscribers, so just continuing on the conversation there, Kings 11 Punjab, they didn't have a good start. They lost Palmer's Bash early, very good, and Mohit Sharma, as usual, continued to impress. Today also he took 4 overs, no made and 2 for 31. He gave them a double breakthrough. First he picked up the Luke Palmer's Bash, who was clean bowled by Sharma for 7, and Mandeep Singh was caught by Raina of the bowling of Sharma for 15, which made the score 36 for 2. Hussey came in. Hussey contributed in his own way. He was pretty quick with his stuff, making 22 of 16 balls. In the meanwhile, I'm just seeing, yes, the fourth over is about to start. Chris Gayle is on strike. So let's see what happens. This time it's Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowling a very good line. Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been pretty impressive, as you know, in this Indian Premier League 2013. He has been absolutely on the money. I see it's a very good length delivery to Chris Gayle, and Chris Gayle was just to keep it away from him. It's a nice ball. In fact, Chris Gayle was really, I would say, not acknowledging, but he definitely, the way he played, it was a good ball. So Bhuvneshwar Kumar coming in, passing umpire, bowling to Chris Gayle, who settles down, and Chris Gayle goes for a wild heave. He misses, and wicket-keeper Robin Uthappa collects behind the stump. There's a smile on Gayle's face as he went for a heave-ho there. Probably he wanted to put Bhuvneshwar Kumar offline, but he has missed it, and Robin Uthappa has taken it well behind the stumps. So Chris Gayle has to wait. 2 balls have gone by. There's no run for Chris Gayle, and as far as Chris Gayle is concerned, the strike is on. Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been pretty impressive, as I said, as Bhuvneshwar Kumar comes in and bowls to Gayle, and Gayle this time tries to put it through the offside, but wouldn't be able to do it. In fact, Yuvraj Singh, I think it's Yuvraj Singh who comes to the picture there at point and picks up the ball, and there is no run. So Gayle has been kept quiet by Bhuvneshwar Kumar. As you know, in that bashing that the Pune Warriors had in that last match, in the previous match. Chris Gayle with his 175. Bhuvneshwar Kumar was pretty economical. His 4 overs cost him only 24 runs. So he's been doing that once again to Chris Gayle, and Chris Gayle has not been, yes, but this time Chris Gayle has just smashed it down the offside, and it has gone for a boundary. So Chris Gayle gets a ball which was in his half, and he went full tilt at it, and he has crashed that ball through the offside for 4. So Gayle has taken his score on to 10 now, and Royal Challengers Bangalore has moved up. So the 4th delivery from Bhuvneshwar Kumar, it was outside the off stump. Chris Gayle just had a real flash at it, and that went past the point region into the boundary for 4. As Chris Gayle settles, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar is running in to bowl the 5th delivery of the 4th over as he comes in and bowls to Chris Gayle. And he bowls to Chris Gayle, and Chris Gayle, oh, that's a good delivery. That's a very good change of pace bowling from Bhuvneshwar Kumar as he saw Chris Gayle intentions there, and just slowed the ball. He slowed the ball, and Chris Gayle is absolutely beaten for pace as the ball came very, very slowly onto the bat. As in the meanwhile, we are still waiting here to see Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowling to Chris Gayle. As I said, this commentary would go as far as Chris Gayle is concerned. In the meanwhile, Chris Gayle is off the strike now as he gets a single, and the score moves on to 20 for no loss. So Royal Challengers Bangalore, 4 overs gone, 20 for no loss. But the good thing is that Chris Gayle will be on strike in the 5th over, and Chris Gayle himself has gone on to 11 of 12 balls with 2 fours, and Saurav Tiwari is not out on 7. So just taking you back to the Chennai Super Kings versus Kings 11 Punjab game. As I said, Sean Marsh and David Miller put up a wonderful partnership after David Hussey departed with the score on 73, the captain of the Kings 11 Punjab innings. What a partnership from Kings 11 Punjab. Almost they started hitting all the bowlers, and Sean Marsh was absolutely severe. Now this is what Sean Marsh's difference can be done. After coming to the Kings 11 Punjab's innings, the first major innings that Sean Marsh played, and what an innings it was. It really sent a fright for the Chennai Super Kings that they might probably lose the match. But Sean Marsh and David Miller combined very well and smashed the bowling. In fact, 95-run partnership in just 9 overs. They were going at a clip of 10 runs per over. It was pretty good going, but unfortunately, as I said, everything started happening in the 20th over with 19 runs to go, and Dwayne Bravo was given the ball by Dhoni, and what a way he delivered. He actually picked up the first wicket, and in the meanwhile, I see that Gayle is off strike, so I can keep the conversation going. Ajanta Mendes bowled to Gayle, and Gayle has taken a single. So 21 without loss, Royal Challengers Bangalore. Gayle has moved on to 12. So just talking about this game, Sean Marsh and David Miller, a very wonderful partnership. They had taken it almost to 168 with only 19 runs required of the final over, and one was probably hoping that Kings 11 Punjab would be able to do it, because Sean Marsh and David Miller at that time would be seeing the ball like a football. But it was not to be. Dwayne Bravo's first delivery, it was a wicket, as the first wicket to go was Sean Marsh himself. Sean Marsh was clean bowled by Bravo. Absolute change of pace from Dwayne Bravo as Bravo took the wicket of Sean Marsh. So that was the first wicket to go. That was the first ball. And with the very second delivery, he got Gurkirat Singh, who tried to loft Bravo into the deep. Hussey taking the catch, and he was gone for a duck. So that made the score 168 for 5, and they required 4 balls and 19 runs required. But the next 2 balls, only 3 runs were yielded by Dwayne Bravo. And after that, Bravo, with the 5th delivery, he struck when he had Satish with a beautiful Yorker. And so Dwayne Bravo returned figures of 4 overs, no made and none for 34. But he took all the 3 wickets in that 20th over, and it left David Miller high and dry, not out on 51 of 26 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. A pretty sad state for Kings 11 Punjab there, because David Miller, if he had been on strike, he is the one who can really go over the top. But unfortunately, that was not to be, and David Miller had to be content not out on 51, and that was all over for Kings 11 Punjab as they lost the match by 15 runs. But credit to Dwayne Bravo to bowl to such a wonderful pair, in the sense, I'm sure Sean Marsh and David Miller were in a punitive mood at that particular time. In the meanwhile, I see that it's going to be Gayle. Gayle has just taken a single, so I'm going to keep this cricket commentary going. I'm going to see, as far as I go, I will go, but I'm not sure till what time, because already 15 minutes on this YouTube broadcast has gone by. But I'm really enjoying talking to you, dear friends and subscribers. This, as I said, this is a cricket special coming from your host Ram for all my dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, 150 subscribers and friends who actually see me regularly on this Cricket Happening show. This is absolutely for you. As I said, Kings of Punjab, they finished at 171 for 6, losing the match by 15 runs. Well, we are going to see the 5th over. In fact, the 5 overs have gone by. So Gayle will be on strike, so I will keep the commentary going here. In the meanwhile, I would like to talk about the bowling figures. Kings 11, but I'm telling that this was a very, very good match. Kings 11 Punjab really made Chennai Super Kings really work for getting this victory. But as I said, it's a record victory, and Chennai Super Kings absolutely on the top in the Indian Premier League 2013. The bowling figures: Albi Morkar bowled beautifully, 4 overs, no more than none for 20. Mohit Sharma, as usual, has been very impressive in this Indian Premier League, the Haryana medium pacer, 4 overs, no more than 2 for 31. Ashwin, 4 overs, 1 for 33. Chris Morris was a bit costly today, 3 overs costing 31. And Suresh Raina, well, he couldn't do with the ball what he did with the bat, as he bowled 1 over, which cost 19 runs, with Sean Marsh really going aerial on Suresh Raina, hitting him for 2 sixes. Wayne Bravo, 4 overs, no more than none for 3 for 34. No guesses here. Suresh Raina for getting his first ever century in an Indian Premier League. And here I see there's some big hitting going on. There's in fact, Gayle, I think, he has already hit a boundary there. Yes, he has hit a boundary of the second ball. Angelo Matthews was the bowler. Today, as you know, Aaron Finch is the captain of the Pune Warriors. Angelo Matthews has decided not to take, in fact, it was Tiwari who was actually stroked the 4 there. And Royal Challengers Bangalore currently in the 6th over, after 5.2 overs, are 28 for no loss. Saurav Tiwari is not out on 12, so there's the first boundary for Saurav Tiwari. And that was a good shot. In fact, he actually crashed it past point Yuvraj Singh. In fact, it was very, I would say, very surprising to see that Yuvraj Singh actually misfielded the delivery, and it went down to the boundary. In the meanwhile, Angelo Matthews comes in and bowls to Tiwari, and Tiwari will just get a single there. So no run. In fact, there's no run for Saurav Tiwari. 28 for no loss, 6th over. We have not seen much of some big hitting, as Saurav Tiwari is on strike. As Saurav Tiwari tries to actually play a stroke down the leg side, but he sees that he's not really able to connect, and he has to be content at the crease. So the score for Royal Challengers Bangalore right now, winning the toss and electing to bat against Pune Warriors, whom they really mauled in the previous match. They're 28 for no loss. So I don't know how long this YouTube broadcast is going to go, but I'm going to go as far as Chris Gayle is there. But I'm not so sure. I'll try my best, because the reason that I came up with this cricket special is only for the man of Indian Premier League 2013, Chris Gayle. As we are waiting here, yes, still Chris Gayle is not on strike, but probably there's overthrows there, and Chris Gayle is going to come on strike. So Chris Gayle will be on strike, as actually Saurav Tiwari tried to play this ball through point. Yuvraj Singh was the fielder. Yuvraj Singh actually had a throw on the stumps, but he actually missed it, and that resulted in an overthrow, and that resulted also in a single, with Chris Gayle coming on to strike for the first time against Angelo Matthews. So Chris Gayle will be on strike. We are into the 6th over. The 5th delivery is going to come up. Angelo Matthews is going to be the bowler. So Yuvraj Singh, unfortunately, today his fielding has not been so good. He has been a bit off the mark. He has been misfielding. There is some overthrows. In the meanwhile, we see Angelo Matthews coming into this match after a long time. Comes in and bowls to Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle gets it on the middle and leg stump and plays it on to the onside. It went to the deep, and he gets a single. So RCB 30 for no loss after winning the toss, and 6 overs have gone by. So I think Pune Warriors are doing very well here. They are actually putting on the they are really applied the brakes on the RCB. They have not allowed them to, probably they have learned their lessons in the previous match that they played, and they have really tightened the screws on the RCB, with only 30 runs coming of the 6 overs. So I think one has to credit. So the power play is gone. So after the power play, I don't think there's not going to be. So probably I was just thinking that during the power play, Chris Gayle might explode, but unfortunately it was not so. Anyway, dear friends, fans, friends, and subscribers, so as I said, this was a cricket special from your host Ram for all my 150 dear friends and subscribers. Just trying to see. I probably thought that Chris Gayle has been in some great mood, and I thought, let me give the power play, so that probably if Chris Gayle is coming to come up with some pyrotechnics, I can just relay that to you and bring in the excitement right there to your living room. But unfortunately, it was not so. It has been pretty steady. Pune Warriors, the bowlers have been absolutely on money. They have stuck to a good line and length. Just talking about the bowling there, as far as the RCB Pune Warriors bowlers are concerned, they have done a good job here. Just going through the bowling figures here. As far as Pune Warriors are concerned, Bhuvneshwar Kumar absolutely superb. 2 overs, none for 13. He has got a lot of runs, but he has been still bowling very well. Ajunta Mendes has been pretty impressive. 2 overs for only 4 runs. And Thirumal Sethi Suman bowled 1 over for 5 runs. Angelo Matthews just bowled 1 over for 7 runs. I think I'm going to leave you, dear fans, friends and subscribers. And while I'm talking, Chris Gayle, I think it is Chris Gayle. I'm just trying to see whether it is Chris Gayle. It has gone for 6. I'm just trying to see who is on strike. I'll just tell you in a moment as to what has happened here. And I think it is Gayle. Gayle has hit a 6. So just before I'm going to leave this YouTube broadcast, Chris Gayle has hit the first 6 of this particular match. So after the power play was over, Chris Gayle has decided to accelerate, as Chris Gayle has deposited Suman into the fence for a 6, over the fence for a 6. What a shot it was. It was a shot which was picked up, and meanwhile there is more joy for Pune Warriors here. Chris Gayle is gone. Bhuvneshwar Kumar has taken the catch. And also I'm going to end my YouTube broadcast here with this wicket of Chris Gayle. So big wicket, and what a relief for the Pune Warriors here. And disappointment here, I don't know what's going to happen. The fans would be disappointed because they would have definitely loved to see Chris Gayle's pyrotechnics. It is not to be, as Chris Gayle is gone. He tried to, the second delivery after hitting the 6, he has lofted the delivery, but it is high up in the air, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar makes no mistake. He has taken the catch, and Chris Gayle is a walker there. So Chris Gayle, the first wicket for RCB has gone. Chris Gayle is gone. Suman was the bowler, and that is a big fish for Pune Warriors. Gayle caught Kumar, bowled Suman, 21 of 21 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. And Royal Challengers Bangalore 36 for 1 in the 7th over. Saurav Tiwari is not out on 13. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I was there. It's probably a 23-minute YouTube broadcast today, and I hope you all loved it and enjoyed it. It was all for you, dear friends and subscribers, 150 subscribers of Cricket Happenings. And also, as I said, I'm very happy that I could actually bring in this particular, even though there was only 1 6 hit by Chris Gayle, but I thought I really enjoyed this broadcast with you, covering Chris Gayle's innings of 21. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Show for today. See you all tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.